Hey, Yako. There's a comedian named Yako. It's like years ago. He was really funny. I don't know what happened to him. How's the mic volume here? I've tweaked this thing a little bit. You hear me all right? Yako? Not. Oh, yeah. Okay, it's up. Okay, good. I got my team checking with me. Just a mic check. Make sure the level's not too hot, not too cold. It's okay. Good. Oh, good. Hugo Calories. That's an unusual handle. Or is that Hug Calories? Hug 0 Calories. I love the handles. Always amuse me. Haha. I don't know what that. I don't know what you mean with that. Hug Calories. That's kind of interesting. Oh, we got an interesting lineup today, guys. Let me get started here in a minute. Let's get to the top here. Are we early? Yeah, we're a little bit early. I always do this. I never know. Live streams, we never know what we're going to get. Is it going to work? Is it not going to work? Is the mic going to work? No, you said it right the first time. Oh, okay. Here you go, calories. Interesting. Well, I got a good mix of crypto. Let's see what the members give me. I got crypto, of course. Got a Bitcoin. I got TOTAL3. I got a lot of stuff. Whoa. It's funny here. I often will start and I'll have 3 or 4 and I give them a little nudge. Back up as you go, proteins. Anyway, I will ask these guys to give me, let's see, what are you looking at? And it always takes a little nudge here and there. And then I got more than I can handle. So we've got a good lineup today. It's funny. I posted the night before for all the international clients, but it's the morning when people post. All right, so first up, I've got, what are we looking at? I got Microsoft here, who absolutely killing. Well, they're off the highs. We'll get started here in a sec, guys, not to tease you with this. So where's the market? Oh, 45 points in the ES is giving some back. All right, oh shit, we are 11:30. All right, we'll give it another minute or two. It says my stream quality is only fair. I don't know how to change that. Yeah, we'll figure it out. All right, so we got that up there. Give me a minute here. Okay, that'll do it. All right. I don't know what the hell I've got up in front of us. I guess we'll take that off to start. Yeah, we'll give them another minute or two to get it rolling. Where we at? It's only 31 and a half. Might not work. Let's get that off a little bit. All right, another minute. We'll get it rolling. It's only 31. Oh, shit, I forgot to tell, shit, I don't even know how to do it here. I gotta tell my people. One sec here, guys. I think this will work. Get a shareable link. Okay, there we go. All right, what do we got? 32? Woo Wonka. See, Wonka, I can never think of you. I always think of you as Woo Wonka because that W in there. Wonka dropping here. He. Yeah. You go. I guess I'll wait for that. I'll bet that is a good story. All right, let me get over here. We'll get rolling here since I've got a pretty good lineup here, so we'll move fast. All right, so first up, Microsoft out of the gate with some pretty good earnings. So let me get my disclaimer off and say hi to you guys. Hang on now. I got one thing I just realized. I got to mute my other machine. There we go. Okay, here we go. Hi guys. Happy Wednesday. All right, I'm always looking up, so it's weird for me. Okay, all right guys, there we go. There's a little bit of a lag time, but there we go. All right, so we've got, as I said, an interesting lineup here. Good mix of crypto. I thought it would be all crypto today. Everybody's fired up about crypto. But we got a pretty good mix here. Interesting to see crypto perhaps diverging from the equity markets and from risk assets in general. Right? That's kind of what we always anticipated that we would see, and that was, I mean, we'll get there in a second here. But let's start with Microsoft because they just absolutely killed their earnings. Good, right? But it's often the case, right? You get the big pop as people chase easy money, and then we come back down. It's a daily. Let's get in there, right? So pop now, leave the gap. Probably not. Can we get a better zigzag into the 4? Now, the thing here that I noticed here, and I was just kind of counting this off, it's okay. So it could, at first glance, right? You want to think this, right? Of course, right? This is what looks obvious, right? Now that's a pretty good push to get beyond 2618. But it occurs to me we might have a subdivision issue here, which is even more bullish. Now, how does that reconcile with the rest of the market? Well, so the question becomes, right, and I'm not saying one's right, one's wrong, but we've got to recognize here, if this is a 1-2, we could certainly have another 1-2 here. And if that's a 1-2, well, then here's the impulse. So potentially, now, just to keep in mind for any how would I do this here? Any Microsoft Uber bulls, let's do it this way. We can't eliminate this one. So let's go here. We'll go to micro and put it in green. Just let's at least look at it, right? You want to have that. So this would roll over here, and we'd have an internal. Maybe, right? It's easy to think, 1-2. Oh well, let's just leave that alone, right? Oh yeah, okay, that's fine. 1-2. See where are you going to do it, right? So the subdivision here works pretty well. Here I get a nice little. Oh shit, maybe it doesn't matter, right? So here's a 3. Could be, right? So it gets crazy bullish. Now we're talking 400 plus. I can't say I hate that. Right, you'd have all the right ingredients here, right? We'll come back to this when we're talking about Bitcoin. And this is where the channeling is so critical to a good Elliott count, right? When the market is going to play Elliott with us. 1-2, and then we get the rip. We just blow out of the channel, right? It just rips its head off, right? So now this all has to be recalibrated, right? So now we got to come up here. So this, I don't know if I can be able to do it here, but you get kind of the idea, right? We have to kind of look at this. Now, is this a throwover? Probably, right? We'd look at it this way. So 1, 2, 3. I'd probably double it. Let's clone it and just take it down. Take it down 1 here, right? So we get free. If you want to play super bullish, right? There's an alternate. Now you could if we roll over here. Now you can kind of see it, right? So if you've done a little Elliott, you'll get to where you go. Okay, what's the alternative that's staring me in the face? Well, okay, right? We could do something bigger here. Right, this could be W working on an X, and we come down for the Y, because I don't think any Elliottician is going to dispute we have a good zigzag here. The only question is what degree is it. So it almost doesn't matter if you're bullish now. unless this becomes the X, right? If we roll over here, so how do we make that distinction? Well, certainly, I mean this, I don't even know why I've got that there. Right, if we take out that low, well then well, you can almost see it right here. This could be A, B, C, and oh, we'd have to put it up here, right? So we have to allow for this. But the fact that we're coming off the high, coming back to fill in that gap, you know, but just I'd be mindful of that, right? So just so you have a plan B. Oh, what do I got here? All right, so note. I cannot make this shit up, right? Just can't do it, right? So where do we stop? If you think that's random, I mean, maybe this is your first time in one of my live streams, right? I promise you that's not random, right? I mean, it's not just in the general vicinity. It literally is into the golden zone, right? So all the, you know, inexperienced traders have read, oh, you put your stop a tick on the other side of the 618. Oh, that's painful, right? That's gotta be painful. It looks like a 5, right? So actually, I would take this up, right? If this is going to hold, probably that would just be internal, right? I'd kind of move the whole thing up here, right? 1, 2, A, B, C, right? It actually even looks better, right? So now it's starting to look good as a 1. But, you know, of course, we could break that down here. This could be A, B, C. I mean, there's a number of ways that could roll over and we wouldn't, you know, disrupt an Elliott count here. But right now, you kind of want to give that the 1, 2. But so what would you assume right now as you're sitting here like, oh, shit, man, Microsoft's really popping, right? Where's the next trade? Well, if we're coming down here and this is a completed 5, well, 5, 3, right? That's not hard. Sure, you got a pretty good, looks like you had a pretty good order block here, right? Or oh, shit, we use that language so interchangeably. You know, last down before we head up, I'd use the whole thing, right, as I'm prone to doing. This is all essentially unmitigated. So here's the change of character up. We come back down. We come to the edge of it. Excuse me, and then we pop. So if we're coming back down, boy, does that not look? Why wouldn't that be like, whoa? Well, I want to get into Microsoft. Shit, I've moved some things around here, right? So if we're doing this, so fill the gap. Oh, right, come back in here. Here's an imbalance, right? Fair value gap, right here. Come, nice. But now you're playing a waiting game, right? You want to see now. Okay, we fill in the gap. If we are, what do I have a piece of this. I think I've got. What have I got here? I've got. Oh, I did it kind of a synthetic, right? So I'm long the underlying with a put for protection because of earnings. Excuse me. So if there was a big surprise here, like, you know, Google, right? Pretty big, shocking, really, how much Google has sold off, and so thus the surprise right here. So okay, if we're coming back down here, maybe that put will, you know, I might turn that into a put spread and then stay long the underlying just in case this rolls over, right? Just, you know, things you can do, literally options with options. This, who gave me this? This is, oh, Ben B, right? This is a very good start here. Very good start on this. And high class problem, right? If we break here, so you can't get in the market without taking a little risk, right? So your risk is going to be down here. If we break down here, well, you're going to rethink the longs. As it sits right now, I don't see any reason to make any radical changes here. Oh shit, what do we do here? 1, 2, right? So is it 1, 2, 1, 2, right? That. I mean, here's what I see, right? Where's the next trade opportunity for a bull, right? Maybe we say it that way, for a bull. If you're a bear, well, you should be short right now, right? What? I mean, given those earnings, unless you're, so why would you be bearish? I mean, earnings were pretty blowout, right? And they're seem to be in the lead, right, or one of the leaders in AI. So why would you be thinking short? Well, it would have to be off of, you took a gamble on the earnings. Let's get that out of there. You took a gamble on the earnings, and this is so typical, right? The first thing, right, chasing easy money, right, and then very common, especially with earnings. I don't know that I'd be doing anything right now. I'd like to see it come back down here, right, for a second entry. So you'd be basing it all off of the idea that you've got a 5 here, right? And then we're coming down for the 3, rather than 3, 3, 3. You got to make a call here, and as we come back down here, and oh shit, what else? You might let's open this up a little bit. Just looking for where. Oh, I don't have any market structure on here, but we can. Oh, what do I want here? Right here. So it's kind of this whole thing as we're coming here. We're now in the. Here's the POC right at the 50 where you have all of this consolidation. That might be a reasonable area to look for if this is going to retrace. Now, of course, we want to see that retrace in a 3, right? That's what gives you the conviction to take it, right? But now, do you know it's a 3? Right? You don't know it's a 3. But this kind of shaping, and so much of it is just there's a. I mean, we try and be mechanical about it. Okay, there's the 5, there's the 3, but no two retracements are ever identical, right? It's always a little different, a little tricky. What's this consolidation? So a lot of times it's just what is the market inferring here? Right, given the good earnings, I'd be looking for new highs, right? Either I think what's least likely here, whether we go 1, 2, 1, 2, is that we've topped, right? It would be a tricky. I mean, surprising, right? Oh shit, I think we're all new all-time highs, are we not? Yeah, new all-time highs in Microsoft. You got the world on fire. Our government can't function, and tech doesn't care, right? So I don't think there's any reason to be overly bearish here until you start breaking some of these pivots, right? Then pivots, right? Then okay, something else is going on. But until then, you stay in the bull camp. Right? I mean, I'm trying to think of why would you be bearish other than macro forces? Certainly not that they're not making money. Okay, all right, so let me move on further. Thanks for that one, Ben. Okay, here's one of my favorite handles, and he's becoming a good trader here. RRR, what's that question mark? Okay, so he's giving me one of the craziest handles, Discord handles. I don't know what his handle is in here. Hey, James M. How's it going, man? Oh, from the Bahamas. See, that's the life of a successful trader. Well, I shouldn't say. I shouldn't make light of that. He works harder than anyone I know. Not only does he work with us, he has an incredibly successful business of his own. But he plays hard, right? You work hard, play hard. Not surprised that he's down in the Bahamas. Good for you. I know he's having a good day because I'm surprised he hasn't put GRT in here. That's starting to rip. Okay, so this is something I do like. This what's that? He really makes good use of everything you can do with a set of median lines, looking for all of that, all of the potential trend line support resistance here. So what are we doing? Oh shit! Did you give me Bitcoin? I guess he did. It's quite bullish with an SCH, yes. And did it pay for now? Yes, yes it did. Okay, right. So he's on a 4-hour. We're going with a 1-2, right? I have the same 1-2, and we're going to go 1. Oh, this is Wonka had this account, and I kind of have the same. Right, same kind of idea that we've gone. This is a very convoluted, kind of an ugly WXY, but it works, right? It does work. It wouldn't be your first thought, right? It's tempting to think, oh, 1-2, 1-2. Here's what you don't want to do is go 1-2, right? We've got to try to accommodate this somehow. So what's, I think, geez, I moved that over here. I'm not going to look for it every time. What's leading into that is that. So if you're thinking 1-2, 1-2, maybe, right? But if we this would have to be the 2, and that looks like a 5. So it's A, B, C. Shit, you'd have to do A, B, C, A, B, C. I think this is doable. Well, you know, the algo is not going to do it that way, right? So that would put you right at the 50. It's a tricky one. Again, the high-class problem. I obviously he's. Let me get this. I'm going to hide that one. Obviously, this has worked well for him, right? If it looks like he was entering down here, oh, what are you giving me here? You're giving me, okay, so he's giving me where he thinks that's going, right? So up here to get to what we have here. These are going to be, I'm going to guess that's that's a 50, 61865 would be my guess here. So he's using that's an interesting use of it. 1, 2, 3. Well, let's just measure it, right? So when in doubt, right? Let's see how far we are. Well, okay, we log. We are not log. Unless you need it. It's our range here. It's twice the range. So 1, 2, 3. That's a pretty big rip in 3. Okay, so what's the logical sequence? Well, we can just play paint by numbers. We don't have this yet. All right, so it looks like it's there, right? It's like, hey, well, shit, when Bitcoin get there? So we don't have that yet. So this is, and that's actually, this is a good example, because this is what we often do in our minds, right? We fill it in, and we go, I see where that's going. And we, in our mind's eye, we're doing that. Okay, right, so what happens is you get so tied to that if it's not happening, you're not sure what to do, right? So don't fill in the space. I mean, I think he's doing that as okay, here's a projection. Careful of just leaning so heavily into that to where you're lost if you don't get it. So I'm going to take that off. So we're going to fill in the gap. Where's the 4? Do we have a 4? It's not quite, right? 1, 2, 3. Looks like there's a little bit more to come, and then we start on the 4. So this looks like there's 37, 38. Well, when in doubt, you got to look left, right? So what are we going to run into? We're going to run into some shit over here, right? I mean, there's just no way around it, right? There's order blocks. We've got demand zone or supply zones here. We're coming into all of that. So the one thing we can all see pretty clearly here is all of this imbalance, right? So we can all see this, right? It's just a massive imbalance, right? So, you know, you might even do it this way, right? So just cut it in half. So we're in the premium of this imbalance or fair value gap, right? Call it what you like, right? Okay, premium. Now, who wants to sell that? You know, that takes balls of steel, right? Well, why? Why would you sell that, right? Because you're convinced the ETF's not coming, and this was just a pump, like the last time we pumped off of ETF. I'm not sure I would. I think that would. Well, so that, in some respects, think about that. Right? Who's going to short that? Biffs? Banks, institutions, funds? Maybe, right? The average retail guy going to short that? Probably not, right? I mean, that's a death wish. Why would you do that, right? And just so thereby, if you can anticipate, the only people who would likely dump that or sell into that are going to be very strong hands, right? The weak hands are not going to sell into that. They're weak hands. Why would they, right? So the strong could do it. The weak are not going to touch that, right? They're going go, 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 go. Makes you think perhaps not as much resistance. Now, there was a little bit of a blip yesterday when it was reported, I don't know, you guys probably all saw it, that BlackRock, whatever their disclosure documents, whatever the documents they're working on here, they pulled them from the website, and then the market sold off a little bit. Now it's back on today. How quickly, I think we went down about 1,000 on that. How quickly that sold off of the news. So we're pumping on the anticipation. We get, the slightest little whiff of, wait, whoa, maybe not. Down it comes. So this is all off of anticipation of the ETFs coming. Now, no one can say with certainty, but I would give the odds 95%. There's just way too much money to be made here. It's coming. It's just a matter of when. This year, next year, 2025, nobody knows. But just the whiff of it, right? You guys probably see the same media that I do, right? How many trillions of dollars are going to come into the ETFs? You've got all the major hedge funds and institutions. You got Fidelity, you got BlackRock, you got Grayscale, of course. I mean, we've got Franklin Templeton. I mean, these are mega. This is money beyond your imagination. They have so much money. Only so much Bitcoin. Bye. So that's looks good there. What's that? That's not. I love the way you're using the internal lines in the median lines. So okay. So what's the one thing I'm leaving out here? Well, let's do a full measure move here. All right. So we're at to 38 in algorithmic. It doesn't matter that it's not a 50 or a golden zone. I get a corner. If I have a corner, I have a target. This was 80% odds. Once that's drawn, if that corner holds, it's 80% odds. Where do we go? Now, when I say that, I mean, there's plenty of times where this fails, right? It rolls over. But when it's there, it's damn near a straight line to it. What else we got here? Get you right on that. It's going to cock block it here from getting to the golden zone here. I mean, can that get any more precise? Well, so this is part of the test, right? This is only part of it. Then we got to go here, right? This is the biggie here, right? Call it 50, right? We get. So how would this play? 1, 2. Well, is this going to be 3? God, let's hope not. Well, it might be 3 of 1. But if this is 1, 2, and we complete here, that's not going to be 3. No way. That's going to be 1 of 3. So, right, so you start looking at these. These are way, way, way past the all-time highs. Way, way, way past. Right? That's what, if you're in crypto, you've been waiting for, what, 2 years to start to see signs of this? It's a long wait, right? Patience pays. What is it Buffett says? Investing is the transfer of wealth from the impatient to the patient. Well, if you've been patient, right? This has been a long, long wait to get this to roll, and we're not there yet, but these are good signs, right? That after all of this, okay, here, now we get a corner pocket. I mean, it's just like you drew the bow and boom, there goes the arrow. Good work there. What's that? Oh, I think we probably got another Bitcoin chart in here as well. Okay, right. So that's kind of a good look at it there. But every trading package, everyone has median lines in it. The least used of all the tools. I mean, maybe. Maybe there's some weird cycle thing in there that's used less, but in terms of its influence in the markets, nothing close. All right, so I got, what's that? Oh, I got the student. What are you thinking here, student? I got student is giving me, what are you giving me? Oh, shit. Student is giving me, it looks like Bitcoin. Yeah, he's giving me his own version of Bitcoin, which looks very similar. No, he's giving me the bear count. Okay, so we'll look at the bear count. He didn't give me I didn't get a workable image. Here, let's see if I can. Here, we can just do it here. I didn't get an image I can work with. So he's going with an ABC, which is, I would take the other side of that, but we can't ignore it. How? Oh shit, is this yours? Yeah, there it is. Okay, so we're all thinking 1, 2, 3. Right, because of the ETF, right? That's the fuel, right? So, but we can't take out the possibility that it's ABC. We've got another. That would be so fucking bearish. Well, I mean, good of you, student, to remind us of all of that, right? I mean, there's just. I mean, you can see it, right? Let's get this out of there. ABC. I can't even scrunch it any more than that. What would the implication of that be? I think not, right? Unless I mean, something very, very severe will have happened. That will take something major will have to happen there to send Bitcoin past these lows. I mean, we can make it look less severe doing it that way. All right, that's a little easier on your psyche. Oh, okay, ABC, and then we're going to come down here. Okay, can't can't take it out of the realm of possibility. But I'm willing to put my money on the long side, right? I'm pretty fucking long Bitcoin. Okay, so I wouldn't say irresponsibly long, but long and strong. It's good that we get reminded that we can't. We like as I was just saying, we fill in the blanks, right? In our mind's eye, we fill it in. Oh, we're definitely going. Nothing's definite in the market except for the unknown. Okay, so I got, Wonka's giving me his Bitcoin, right? We got a lot of Bitcoin going today. Let me see what Wonka's thinking. Yes, we leave that. I post both counts, but I'm bullish. Damien, Damien, are you the student, or I think you must be. You guys giving me multiple handles, it makes it hard for me to know who's who. But yeah, I saw that you had both on there. I think that's you, Damien. See, I think that's you. I saw that you had both of them on there. But I want, because we've got so much bullish count. Shit. We got so much bullish information here. I figured it'd be worthwhile to. I wanted to focus on your bear count, just so that we didn't all lose our minds and think, well, it can't possibly happen. This is great work from Wonka. Right? This is Wonka. Will be joining our team here. I think it's first of next month. Right? He's just been a huge help and just does really solid work. Has helped me with getting this over on Twitter and setting up. Right? He's just a huge help to us. So the only thing missing here is the larger degree here. So we get 1, 2, right? You didn't give me all of that, Wonka. Let's get. All right, where we got that? Okay, so where are we? I'm just kind of covering some ground we've been over, but always good to get a look at it, right? So here, he's the one who kind of laid this out. I think that was last Wednesday's live stream. This is funky, but you got to be good to pull that out of your. I mean, that's to go flat, zigzag, and recognize the WXY. It's not easy, right? So one way you might look at all of this is just the consolidation here, right? It's almost Wyckoff, right? So we get accumulation, right? And then off we go here. So all of this, okay, right? So this is a very fancy count. Okay, right here. Do we? Okay, maybe. Okay, fuck. At this point, I mean, here this is valid, right? Is this the count? Well, we don't know, right? But certainly it's a contender. It gets it done, right? It gets us into the 3, which is really what we're after. So here's the ETF is coming. Oh no, it's not. Oh yes, it is. Oh no, it's not. If we get another, maybe it's delayed. We're coming back down because look at what we're leaving here. Right, the market's not going to like to leave that right there. Nice big fair value gap here as we have launched, right? So liquidations, people that wanted to get long, that didn't get filled. Okay, right? That's how we get a retrace. That's mighty thin, right? So there would be, if you drew a volume profile, there'd be absolute vapor there. There's nothing there because it went so fast. So as we come back down, it's kind of, I can pull it over, right? We have all of these, this liquidity that was up here, right? So this was an obvious target. God damn it. Excuse me, guys. Shit. Still don't have a mute button here. All of these here, this is just waiting to be grabbed, right? So grab they do, right? So all of this liquidity is grabbed. So it would not be unreasonable to think that the market wants to come back down here a little bit, right? So if we're going up for 5, this it's going to be tempting, right? To see that might be our 4 before we go again. Come back in here, right? So you've got liquidity here. So this would be an opportunity here, perhaps for the 4 at this degree. I don't know if we need to go that far down, right? It kind of depends on how far this goes. But this is going to be, market will not lose sight of that, right? That's just too far, too fast. So that's what I would add there. Oh, this is ass backwards, right? He does this. I get confused, right? Because he does his the exact opposite colors as mine. All right, so 1, 2, 1, 2. He's going with the 3, right? That's probably right. This is all wick. 3. We need that 4, and we need the 5. Interesting, right? So this is somewhat you see this in crypto much more than you do in other assets. Here's the liquidation wick, but we end up with the 3, 4, 5 here, and now we're getting something similar here, right? And note he's in the same way he's calling this the 3 here, he's labeling this as the 3 rather than putting it up here. Right? I mean, trade it up here, but it's just vapor. Right? So if that's the 3, we come for the 4. Should be interesting to see how this plays, right? But these are. Well, here's a good example, right? You see this imbalance coming to get filled in. Here's market doesn't like to leave them unfilled, right? These are unfilled, right? So what's down here? All of this is still open, right? So if we're coming down, I know that's what am I on? There's a 12-hour here, so that's a big gap down here, right? So leave that. So if you come back to, excuse me, the student. I think it's Damien's count, where like let's not forget there's always a bear count here, even though I don't focus on it much because I'm about as bullish as any. Great work, Wonka, great work. AWXY 1212, the whole thing. I mean, if the ETF comes this year, this is going to be a good Christmas for any Bitcoin bulls, because I think the all-time highs just get blown out, and Bitcoin also December, often one of the best months of the November, end of November through the holidays, often huge potential for Bitcoin in those months. So we got a lot of opportunity there. Okay, so I got Trader KDI, formerly known as Trader Koki, is now KDI. I tease him about that. Okay, so this is VOD. Is 23-year-old correction ending. 23-year correction. Let me get that link. I know he's posted this before. Wonka, I think I still have this, right? So thanks for this one, Trader KDI. Trader KDI. Vodafone. Oh my God, Vodafone. Are they still in business? I guess they're hanging by a thread after a 23-year bear market. It's pretty cool over here. Oh, hello, golden zone. Wow, so that's a weekly. Let's take a look at that. Let's do it this way. What are we doing here? So we got a, something happened here. What happened here, Koki? Did I do that? I might have done that. What the, here. Hang on. Is that how you gave it to me? No, you're pulling from there, right? Somehow that got skewed. Okay, there we go. There we go. I think, fuck. Is that what we're doing here? How did this get all fucked up? This completes A, B, C. How did I get that fucked up? No, it can't be. It's not here. Shit, what the hell happened there? Hang on. Let me leave this. Give me a second here. Let's copy this again. Something happened there. Okay, that's how you gave it to me. There. Okay, there we go. Now, if I go here, there we go. Okay. Well, what else could we add here to try and sweeten the pot? All right, oh, fuck. Where's the POC? He may have actually had that in there, right? So, boy, if you were looking for a place, damn it, if you were looking for a place, how is that not screaming at you? Well, I have an inside. This is interesting. I've got an inside pitchfork. Oh, that must have been his. That must be his. Oh, interesting. Oh, that works. All right. Okay, so this is inside. So I got a 50, a 618. Here's the 100 coming right into the pocket here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks. Oh God, looks like it's just about to finish. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. God, can that be any more perfect? Ow. Look at the nice overlap here, right? So equal highs here gets swept. Now what's coming down here? Well, likely that gets swept. So Jesus, I moved this thing. Now I can't find it. anywhere in here. Maybe we make it that far. Well, so what's the trade, right? You would, okay, let's play that out. If we come down here, we get the 5, right? So here's the 65, here's the 618. We're coming into it right now. Oh, Jesus, I'm gonna have to move that back. Okay. All right, so we want to come down here. Now we want some, if we start, right, if we're just using Elliott, right? So you would think, okay, well, all right, great. Okay, there's a 5. Well, now there's no rule that the market can't do that. So what we would want to see is the market give us something like this, right? So we get some change, because right now it's lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, right? Just the same thing always, right? Lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, right? It's just we're trending down, right? We're finishing in the 5, right? So before we try and pick, oh shit, okay, well, 1, 2, right? Are we going to go here? Is this 1, 2? Well, the thing that you might consider here, if this is 1, 2, well, we would need a 3. So let's look at it this way. Good God, I'm gonna have to move that over. I keep reaching for it over here. Right, so if this is 1, 2, right, we could come back here and go 3, right? So if I label it, go 1, 2, and then we need 5 here. It's kind of large. So let's come here, right? So on the higher degree, and this could go bigger, right? We don't know. Right? Here, just do something like this. 1, 2. We want to take out this, so we get a change of character. So maybe I went too high there. There we go. All right. So we need to sweep this, right? So we need to get this. This is the change, right? Because otherwise, how would you know, right? It's just, oh shit, well, it's just another lower high before we go lower low. You wouldn't know. So you're looking for this would be typical, smart money kind of idea. Maybe there's order block here or a demand zone here. One thing I notice a lot is that the fib is an alternating fib. So we get, often we see, we're looking here. So if you were here, you're breaking the golden zone. But if you go here, where we've got the swing here, we've got the stronger pivot. We're coming back down here to a pivot here where we're also in line with the 50 in the golden zone and potentially a demand zone here. Could be a fair value gap. Could something that would tee you up here. It starts right here. I got to get the change of character here, or some people will call this inducement, right? This is bait, right? This has to get taken and then we come back down. Now it could be mitigation, because what's happening here is if they want to take it up, they will take it down first. The algo, BIFs, again, banks, institutions, funds. If they want to take it up, they take it down first, because it's so much size. This is the problem they have, right? They have so much size that if they come into the market, they disrupt the market, because they come in with they can't do it. They have to spread it out. So often what they'll do is they'll sell it first, right, to accumulate all of those shorts and then bring it up. Now they'll be in drawdown here, so this can go much higher, and they'll hold that drawdown. Right now they'll be in long and short at the same time. They'll hold that drawdown. Right? They're not worried about it, but then they'll bring it down. This is called mitigation, right? They'll mitigate those shorts so that breakout traders get bent over here, like, oh shit, I thought it was going. Now we come back down here. Now look, we get them. Again, it's idealized, right? But the idea being here, all of this gets mitigated. Those shorts, they get out of those shorts, and now the true intention of getting long is revealed, right? Which is often why you see it in this kind of sequence here, right? Up, down, wait, fill in the mitigation, right? They got to offset the shorts, and then we go. That's something and that's right out of the SMC playbook here. But you see it often, right? So if it's 1, 2, 1, 2, or that's what you'd be anticipating, 1, 2, 1, 2, because you're looking for the 3 here. But that's the 3 at the next degree. So that's something to look for. Let's see if I can. Oh, here's a good example right here. Oh, let's see if this played with us here. I think this was good. Right there. Okay, right. So it's the alternating pivots, right? So this is when we come back here. Nice shit. The first one probably good too, right? There's gold. Look at that. Perfect. Right? Now we come back here. Now this one we get the 50. It's just over. Fuck. I could probably find 100 of them in here. That looks. There's the 50. Now we go here. Well, it might be too much, but let's come here. Do you see this is what I'm trying to get you. Yeah. Jesus, I'm gonna have to move that. Can I move that? I gotta move that down. It's this, right? There it is right there. Right, so we're coming back here, right, mitigation. Okay, so same kind of idea here. We get this, the alternating, we come back, here's the sell, right? Because do you see what, oh shit, let me get this out of here. Do you see why that's important? Because we have this low is taken. Right, so we're going up, now we come down, now we take this low, then we come back. Right, so then this is the next target. Take it, right, here's the, I know this gets a little, this can be a little tedious, right? Here's the imbalance that we get. You'd probably call this, oh shit, here, let's use another color. Here, I'll do it this way. The up, right, the supply before it comes down. So how would you be leaning into this as a good order block, right, or demand or supply zone, pardon me? Because whenever we're looking at a supply or demand zone here, you want to see it trigger the displacement, right? The displacement is the imbalance here, and we get imbalance, right? So we know we have a good. Would be a very good entry here. Now you're coming through the imbalance on this side here, so you got to kind of watch for these, right? Are they respected? When we blow through that here and then take this out, it's game on, right? For sure, it's right next, and then we got all of this area here. Right, same idea, right? It's all imbalance right now. Market's gonna want to come back and fill that in. So as we're down here again, we're looking for, okay, can I get this kind of a pattern to come in here, mitigation, then off we go, right? Same kind of idea here, same thing happening here. Remember, the algo is just looking for liquidity, right? That's really, so where is the liquidity, right? If you can't find it, don't trade the market. If you can't follow, if it's going to seek liquidity, where's it going to find it? If you're not sure, don't trade the market. As they say, right? If you don't know where the liquidity is, you are the liquidity, right? It's just like if you don't know what the product is, you are the product. All right, Vodafone. I think Trader KDI, this is a good setup, but we're not ripe yet, right? That's a very ripe banana, right? It needs one more little push, and we need some change, right? We got to have something change. That's a good one, though. That's a good one to keep an eye on, because if that starts to go, look out. Oh, shit, I got Wonka talking to me. You have not, yeah, I did, okay. Shit, I got guys saying, hang on. Okay, sorry. Members. Okay, well, I gotta keep moving here. What's next? Hang on. Vote. Okay, so I got George with TOTAL3. Okay, this will be interesting. George really works the alt market. He's got all sorts of interesting strategies here, right? George, or he goes by John Howard on here. It works with us. Oh, let me copy that. Oh shit, I probably should have given you the white screen warning. You guys have it's about a 15-second delay for me. Okay, so this is, oh fuck, what are we doing here? This is, we're doing TOTAL3. And we're leaving something out. We're leaving out, what are we leaving out here, John? UR, BS, MG, Elliott Wave, MG. Well, you know, MG, it's really, that if you think it's BS, don't use it, right? It's that simple, right? I mean, there are times when it's just, it's so obvious, it would be kind of, why not use it, right? Now, there are times when you're doing, you know, this, like, you want to call it BS in here. I see your point, right? I mean, it's tricky, right? So either it's love-hate, right? Either if you love it, right, you're drawn to, can I solve the puzzle? If you hate it, well, to some degree, I'm like, you know, why are you hanging out in here, right? Because we use a lot of Elliott Wave when it's there, right? But as I always would tell you, it's not foundational, but it tends to be a way to organize the chaos, right? Of course, we use a lot of market structure and fibs as well. But I don't know, if you're in here just wanting to shit on Elliott Wave, maybe this is the wrong live stream for you, but leave that to you to decide. Okay, so 1, 2, right, or A, B, right? We got a contender here. view 3-day and daily. So I'm getting, so he wants me to go to a 3-day. Now I'm going to get, oh, I love when he does that, right? He's really good at this. Okay, so here's the one, A, B, got a candidate here for this as long as we hold, right? So this is, I know this is something to consider and something that he's working on because he really tracks all of the alts, looking for those pump coins, right? So that's where you know, if you're trading with leverage, he's been kind of feeding me some ideas as well of something that he's doing, where you can go with some of the stronger alts that are prone to pumping here. If Bitcoin's going to go, it's going to pull the strong alts with it, but you're always going to have the wacky meme coin that pumps, right? You know, unless that's the game that you play where you're constantly looking, what's next, what's next, what's next. You know, that's not the game we play here, that looking for the next meme coin to pump, right? And my view is if it doesn't have a use case, what's the point, right? Then you might as well just go to Vegas. Okay, so I mean, a good contender here if we hold, right? This is a pretty deep 2 here, but coming down to test, and now we've got a little squirt here. So potentially you've got see that channel has become so important. Right, so, oh, fuck me, come here. 1, 2, we need to hold this channel, and really the 3 needs to go bigger here, right? So if we're gonna get some big pump, we need that. We need that. Let's go to daily, because I want to go through his progression. Oh, god damn, this is nice work, George. All right, so 1, A, B, C, W. Oh, we'll use your X. Here, I'm gonna go put that in green so I can see it. So 1, here's the key, right? The 1. Where's your 1? It's going to be over here. Let's just wick it off. That's it. A, B, W, X, Y. It's nice work, right? First, you got to know that you can finish the WXY with a triangle. You got to know that. You got to look and see it, right? It's 3, 3, 5, right? So we've got our first W, then we got a 3, then we got a triangle, so we get our WXY. Okay, well, if that's the case, then we've got 1, 2 is even better. So now he wanted me to go to daily. I think daily is where we finish it, right? So here's the target, right? This is the next thing that we got to target here is we got to clear that. So this starts to have also kind of a Wyckofian, you know, kind of a, all right, are we accumulating here? This, where's the spring, right? We don't, that's not a great looking, well, shit. Got to do it here. First test, spring. Now we got to get going here. This has got to really get going to get off of here, because you could look at this and say alts just accumulation, right? So if you're a bull and there's some alts that you like, this would be encouraging. So, okay, what's next here? If you if we throw a little Wyckoff on it, right? God damn it, we want to come up here, right? You know, Wyckoff, right? Jump the creek, we come back and test it, right? So maybe that's 1, 2, and then we're going to go 3. Back up against the edge of the creek, right? That's what it's called. All right, we get a 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. We're coming out of this, so this would be the 1, 2, 3 coming out of there. All right, so there, MG. If you don't like Elliott Wave, well, there's a little Wyckoff for you. Although I'm not a Wyckoff expert, but I think trying to get every little A, B, C, D, E, right? It's an accumulation. It sure looks like it, right? If this is going to go, sure looks like it. All right. Okay, so this is, who is this here? This is, shit, does this thing where it shortens the names. I can't tell who this is. I think, so he wants Alchemy Pay. Okay, so hang on. Oh, fuck, where am I going to get that? Maybe I just type it in. Alchemy Pay to the debtors. Jesus, I never even heard of this one. Well, see, now it's on Coinbase. Here's one I've never heard of. Does it matter? Excuse me, not to me. Chart's a chart. They all trade the same way. Let's see if somebody showed me this. It's a way to. Is that, oh, this is George's. That's left over from his. Okay, so what do we got down here? All right. I've never even looked at this coin before. we got to be in log scale here to get a look at it. Okay, so here's a decent low. That looks, well, likely not corrective, so let's go with impulsive. A little sloppy down here at the lows, right? Doesn't invalidate for a 2, but we've lost the buy side algo. Looks like you'd have, I use the whole thing, right? The whole move down as well. There's potential mitigation, right? Down before they take it up. That's potential to go here. So let's go to a 4-hour here and see if that looks any better. Well, so you look at this here and you go, oh, fuck, man, that's a long. Oh, Jesus Christ! All right. Okay, so this 1, 2. Is there a clean Elliott count there? No. Does it matter? You know, I mean, I would call that impulsive, and this is the correction, but it's so freaking long that I don't know that I would think of it that way, as in 1, 2. It's, okay, this is the consolidation here. We're going to need to come out of that. Now, what's encouraging here is, okay, well, I've got things that I can lean into for potential support here. So I've got equal lows down here, double bottom, right? So trying to suck in the breakout traders, right, which they, you know, are, don't be a breakout trader. So we've got this down here potentially, right, the signs of a, fuck, that's really a triple bottom, but although you could damn near put a Wyckoff on this as well, right, same idea. Oh, fuck me, God, never get the first click, right? Do we have, right, oh shit, I'd probably use the whole thing. I'd do it here. Preliminary. Spring, jump. Well, we're not quite there yet, right? So, but you've got, okay. Is that maybe a 1, 2 getting started? Maybe, right? I mean, so, right? Why not use it, right? If it's there, what is that, right? But it does look like we finish with a 5, right? It does look like we've got the ingredients here, right? Whether you dislike Elliott or not, right? Why not use it when it's useful? Is my view, right? Plenty of times where it's not useful. Okay, do I know that I've got some sort of an A, B? I don't know. But what I know is I'm going to end in a 5, I'm going to start in a 5. Well, there's my 5 that I'm ending in, and here's the 5 that I'm starting in. I don't really care about all of this, because now I got to start at something. Okay, well, if this is going to go and complete the 5, okay, well, I can get all of this out of here. I mean, I think we get so caught up in it, like, oh, it's got to be the perfect. Okay, consolidation. I ended with a 5. I'm starting with a 5. So if we're going to finish, if we're going to finish this thing, okay, well, now I got the ingredients on the start of something. So what would I be thinking next? Okay, well, if I can come back here and I can get into the pocket of where I know an algo is going to participate, take the trade. Put a stop on it. I don't know that I'd be using any leverage on something like this. What's the idea with something like this? It certainly has got potential. What are we up here? It's 4 cents. We're at barely a penny and a half. I mean, for a coin like this to do something like this and get to 3 cents, that's a massive, massive pump. It's done it before. So then you start to look and say, well, okay, how technical are we, right? So where's our friend Al? Is he in here? Sure looks like it, right? There's first target, second target, consolidation. Are we going to do something like that? No, I mean, I think it's when you're playing an altcoin like this, I don't think you want to be massive on the size, right? Now, this is kind of what John Howard / right, members know him as George, as GZ 1968. Is kind of, he's making some plays where you can get in with leverage down here, because if these are going to go, you should be okay. You should be able to tighten up the stop and reduce the exposure here and reduce some of that liquidation exposure, unless you get something dramatic here. And then you can just kind of sit and just let it rip with that leverage. You know, you might get stopped out 3 or 4 times, right? If you're I think he's doing 100x, those kind of things, right? high risk to be doing it that way. I think he said he's been trying to do it on a number of coins, and he had, I mean, dozens of stop outs, right? Just little stop outs of liquidations, but now they start to go, and you can be in a profit. So I wouldn't. Is it clean Elliott? Not really. Is it usable Elliott? Okay, well, we can certainly look here and say, well, we know the algo is going to be here, right? There's always going to be an algo on the other side. We've lost it here. So how do we get an algo back? We have to, I'm going to get used to that. We have to get it here, right? Somewhere in here, the 1, 2, right? Until we get the big guy back, right? We've lost it down here, right? This algo is not there, right? We broke. Now, just to clarify for any new viewers here, that doesn't mean they go short here. That's not what that means. What it means is that they will sit out of the market. Well, shit, they're probably always in the market. They're out of the market on the bull side here at this degree until we get the next one, right? To get another big one here, we got to get it here. That's what that means. That's how the algo rolls, right? It just does this, right? It'll just wait and say, oh, okay, now I got it. Now we're on the bull side again. At this degree, you want that big bulldozer out clearing a path for you, right? And that's what that algo is at that degree, right? Just like it was coming down. Okay, fuck, I can't see who it was. Okay, holy shit, EQH Riot? Is that a pair? EQH Riot ship? EQH, how can that be? EQH, what are you giving me? EQH. Oh, are you giving me 2 here? What the fuck? I think you're giving me EQH and Riot. You want 2. That's got to be what it is. Shit, I can't see who this is. This is, who is that? That is, son of a bitch. It's cutting them off. I can't see the name. Okay, so I think he wants Equitable Holding and Riot is what he's asking for. He just put a cursor in the middle of it. Okay, so let's get sorted out here. Let's reset here. Let's get this. Let's go to log. Okay. Okay, Equitable Holdings. Well, when I so excuse me. The first when I see that you've got this waterfall here. So, oh fuck. So right off the bat, it kind of makes me think we got to do that. Sorry, guys. Because otherwise, how do you fit this in, right? Now, okay, this is Elliott, right? We're trying to apply some Elliott here. How are you going to fit that in? Expand the B down for the C, right? So you got to go. You're kind of stuck with that. That looks like you don't have a 30. So then I'm always kind of curious. Well, why does it stop here? Why here? Why does it stop here? Right? I mean, that's always the first thing that occurs to me. Why does it stop here? Right? There's always a reason. It's kind of a treasure hunt. Why? Why here? Right? Now, maybe if I come on a log scale, I can look here and say, okay, maybe it's something I'm missing here. Is it here? Didn't get there. Come back down. Oh, it's going to be too far here. Just barely. Oh shit! Is that wick only? Interesting, right? It's wick only, right? So we want to see a close below to invalidate that. Interesting. Let's make sure I'm not fudging it there. I think that is still wick only. So certainly they stayed with it. Okay, so reasonable assumption here that they used it here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So it looks like I can get a 5 in here. I think I like it there because this looks like A, B, C again. So I'd be leaning WXY, WXY perhaps, right? So that looks like this is okay. Right? So, I mean, you get to where they're just like screaming at you. Equal highs, right? So that's engineered liquidity. Why do it there? I mean, maybe that doesn't drive you crazy like me. I always look at it and go, why? Why there? Why there? Why there, right? So what do we, shit. Shit, sorry guys. Allergies just fucking kill me. Right, so, boy, the odds of that not getting swept are slim to none. You can see it's already been swept down below. You'll see this. It's so consistent, right? You look here. So every one of these, you can see it almost every single one of these, right, on the way down. If I were to just draw them quickly, right? So you can see lows swept, right? It's over and over and over again, right? Because retail just never learns, right? Lows swept. I won't do them all. Lows swept, right? Oh, you can make a case here. You had equal highs here as well, right? Up, down, right? I mean, those are going to get taken, right? So this is set up deliberately. Okay, and you're right at a golden zone here. So what would you be thinking here on this count? Right? Okay, shit. Do I have it? Doesn't look like it, right? It looks to me like it's oh fuck. Let's go up a degree. Looks like it's WXY. A, B, C, A, B, C, A, right? That's a clean 5 right there, right? With a kicker, right, to clear that liquidity. A, well, so let's label it. Oh, fuck, right. Let's label it. A, probably B, right? Not things. It's always a snapshot in time, right? Things can change. This rips higher, right? You might rethink that, but as it sits right now, I'd be gun to my head. Someone said, "How you playing this?" I'm playing for that. Oh, in that same vein here, I want to see where we are here. Remember, as I was just saying, we've seen this more and more. It's becoming. I'm starting to really look for it, right? So it's this, right? So we get think of it as ABC, right? Now we come back. Look at that. That's only software does that. Right, that's not people going buy it, sell it, buy it. No, only software is that precise. Right, that's not retail doing that. Okay, all right. So interesting. Equitable Holdings. That looks like that's in need of a finish. Right, so you can short that right now. You can do it. I'd do it with options. Well, fuck, it's $20 stock. You can do either. You can do a combo of either. Be very surprised, but now see, we're going to leave this behind, right? So the idea would be we get the correction, and then we're going to come back the other direction, right? I'll use that thing. Oh fuck me, right? Then we're going to come back 1, 2, 3. Right? We finish the correction, right? So put the whole thing together. Shit, who knows, right? So what can we say with certainty? Right? There's an impulse, right? Here's the correction of it. You got a little unmitigated zone here. Right. So you kind of line the whole thing up. Does that mean it's a winner? Fucking knows, right? But it almost doesn't matter, right? So people get so caught up in like, oh, I got that trade. It's just another trade, right? You got to disconnect from putting undue significance on it. Well, maybe with few exceptions, maybe long Bitcoin, but most of the time it's just a trade, right? You got to disconnect from it emotionally and go, okay, what's the deal I'm making with myself? Okay, I'm willing to put this amount of risk for that potential reward. Right? Does it fit my trading plan? Is it in my risk tolerance? Can I afford to take this trade? Is this where I want to park my capital in this trade? If it goes against you, okay, would you miss $2 loss? Right? Depends on your size, of course, but again, it's a marathon, not a sprint, right? It's not one trade made all the difference. Now, one trade can make the difference as you're looking back over your years, but you can't get so dialed into like, this is the one. It won't be the one you think it is. All right, let me keep going there. So, fuck, I can't even tell what his handle is. Okay, so there's Equitable Holdings. Okay, he wants Riot as well. Let's get Riot. Oh, this ought to be interesting. That's a sad story. Okay, so first thing, right? Is this not the first thing you want to check? Right? Isn't that just immediately like, oh shit, okay, let's check it. Is Al there? What? I mean, I'm out of things to say, right, about it. Is there a chart I pulled up that didn't have it? No. Every chart has it, right? It's, again, as you've heard me say this 1,000 times, it's not why it moves, it's how it moves. Okay, right, so, well, what else we got here? It looks like that. Well, okay, so, all right. You don't like Elliott Wave? All right, you can close your eyes. We're going to go ahead and use it when it's there. Oh, I'd probably do it this way, right? Sometimes look, maybe, right? Probably ABC here. Okay, right into the pocket. So wouldn't you be thinking 1, 2? Why would you not be thinking that? What's there? Let's go to a 3-day. Maybe there's something I'm missing here. You know, one of the things you'll start to see, right? You can't miss it, right? I'll get you there. And again and again and again, I'd probably come here looking for this one. To make our target here. Get back to the 50. Oh, it looks like you got, there's a little supply zone right there that it tapped into at the 50. Down we come. I know, hindsight trading, right? But the point is not necessarily, oh, look at the trade you didn't make. It's the reason we want to go through that and say, okay, how, is it responding to the algo? Will you tell me, is it responding to the algo? That's what we're trying to do. Okay, we know it's trading technically. Okay, so the next retrace wouldn't you want to at least be aware when we get it, assuming we get there, if it's offered here, wouldn't you want to? I mean, what would your thinking be? Well, yes, it's done at every other major pivot, but not this one. Is that what you would think? Or would you maybe say, you know, I've seen that 19,000 times from this Trade Devils guy. Maybe when we get down here, I'm gonna consider taking a piece of it. Maybe. Maybe I'll look and see if I can just get a little nibble there. This is a suggestion. I can't pull the trigger for you. I can just show you. I mean, I've probably shown it, 5 years, 25,000 times. Never been a chart I pulled up. Never. Never. Never a chart that's not there that trades with any volume. Okay. I think I got both of those covered. So now I can't see these handles. Okay, so Fetch.ai. All right, so this one is no reason. So what are you waiting for here before I get off of this? It looks like I got an A. I want a B. I want a C. Right? Then I want to go. Right? What's the risk? Right? Put the stop under the 786. You want to trade it with options? Well, buy some time. You want to trade the underlying? It's a $6 stock, right? You can. I'd trade when they're that cheap. I'll trade the underlying over the options, right? Just and not have to deal with that time decay. You're not going to get enough premium on the sell side, but you can get long there. All right. Who's next? I got EQ. I got Riot. Okay. Fetch.ai. Fetch anything. Do we even need the AI? Fetch.ai. Let's see. I think the way they do this here, the top one. Do I have it in BitCap? Well, let's just use Binance. All right. Well, that's. What's our range here? Do we need? Yeah, I guess we do need. Okay. Well, so right off the bat, this is kind of a pain in the ass. All right. So for you Elliott Wave haters, all right, that's a pain in the ass, right? It's a pain, right? Because I want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't do it. Without a little, got to do a little Elliott. Oh fuck, shit. Sorry guys, that's an alert going off. I don't know what that is. Amazon just went off. Okay, all right. I don't know why that's going off. Okay, so is there anybody who doesn't go? Well, just I'm curious, right? Wouldn't you want to say, well, why does it stop there? Right on that. Front run? You do see the front runs. There's a little mitigation, right? Probably needed some attention. Well, I can certainly see this is, oh shit, this is brutal. Fetch.ai, right? So what, the point of this is not to say, oh, look at what the trade you didn't get. The point of this is to say, look for this, right? It's, remember, every single pivot to the algos is liquidity. What is the algo looking for? Liquidity. What happened here, right? They grabbed liquidity. Now, how do we know that? You're like, oh, fuck, man, how do you fucking know that, right? Because look what comes off of it. That's how you know. Look what comes off of it. That's how you know what happened down here, right? Grab and go. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Here's the displacement, right? So, I mean, I know hindsight. Right, but this is just the reason, right? The reason I do this is so when you see it next time, you go, fuck, I've seen that before. I know what to do. Just a little tap. Now, is that okay? So we look here and you say, oh, this Elliott Wave is bullshit. Right? Okay, right. So you say, do I have the perfect little 3, 4, 5 coming back down here? No, we don't. We don't. It's not. Quit looking for perfect. Right? Is this look corrective? Does it look corrective? No, it doesn't look corrective. Can we label it with a 5? Does it look like a 5? Sure, this looks like some sort of 4 here to a 5. Are we calling that corrective? Really? I think probably we can go with impulsive there. So here's the big ripping impulse, right? Whether you want to label it with a 5 or not, well, shit, whether you're using market structure or not, it's impulsive. It's not corrective. It's impulsive. So this is all the market ever does. This is it. Impulse correct. The only variable is when we get stuck, right? And you get triangles and we get ranges, right? But it's ultimately always, you take it out to a hard enough time frame, we get a swing low to high. Now which side's gonna break? That is all we ever do. As traders, which side is going to break? This one or this one? Well, so we want to do market structure, right? Elliott Wave's bull. Oh shit! Well, actually, that's annoying. Right? We can't do that because it's in log scale. So we have to do it this way, right? So here's the impulse, right? Well, shit. We can call this halfway. Right? Can we participate in the discount? Well, we don't want to buy it at retail. We want to wait till it's on discount. We don't want to buy premium. We want to buy discount. What do you think happened here? Right now, did you get the big displacement here? We're on a 3-day chart. It's little, right? It's a little bit, right? It looks like, here's a great example of just what I was talking about in the last chart, right? Engineered highs, right? So equal highs, right? Get swept. Engineered lows get swept. If you don't see where the where's it going for liquidity, right? Think of it as a thirsty, I don't know what, right? It's looking for liquidity. Where's it going to get it? That should always be, okay, where's the liquidity? First, well, aside from, okay, is it impulsive, corrective? Okay, where's Al, right? Where's our friend Mr. Algo, right? Because he's always going to be in there. That we know that we don't have to wonder about that. He's always going to be in there. Okay, what did he do last? What did the algo do last? Right? Do we have a sequence going here? Swing 50, swing golden zone. They don't care which side. They do not care, right? Okay, right. So do I have a 1-2, 1-2? Maybe, right? So what if this is going to do a 5 here? If this is going to do a 5, 3, 4, 5. Well, this is one. That's not going to be the 3, right? We can use a little common sense here. Oh, maybe it'd be an ABC, and we're going to go down. Can't say no. Can't say it couldn't be that. So you'd have to. This would have to be your last 5. So this would have to be your 4. Oh fuck, or W. Oh shit, it almost doesn't matter at this point. Okay, well here, one, swing correct. Swing correct. That's it. That's all we ever do. Okay, swing correct. Now, are we going up for a 3, 4, 5? Well, let's label this. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's put them up here. I know, Elliott is bullshit. Let's get it up here. I mean, after what? 85 years. Does it need to prove itself still? Does it always work? Of course not. Does anything always work? Of course not. What is Elliott? It's just crowd dynamics, right? So, herd mentality is bullshit. Don't get me started, right? Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2. Right? What is this? This is got to go all the way up here, right? If we're just going to get here, right? So if we complete the 5 here and we just double here, it's not going. What are we doing here? We're doing the 1 of the 3. Come here, God damn! I can't find those things today. Now that's not going to be the 3. Most likely, we're doing this right now. We got to go 3. Maybe we do a little. That's how we get there, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there's your. That's the roadmap. Now, is it going to do that precisely? Well, fuck if we know. We don't know. It almost doesn't matter, right? So if this is my 2, okay, I got a pretty steep channel here, right? I could stay within this channel going up here, and I need this to go pretty hard here, right? It's a good one, right? Why would you? Sorry. So then, okay, so you're looking to say, okay, well, it's not that easy. Can't be that easy. So what am I missing, right? So then you start to pick your analysis apart, right? That's what I would suggest. Okay, what's wrong with it? Why? What am I missing? What's the right? So you start dissecting what you've just analyzed. Okay, I know, right? It's just not a clean 5. Oh fuck! I wouldn't get too caught up in it. I'd just do that, right? So impulse correct, right? Okay, yeah, I got overlap here. Fuck, call it a diag, right? But the implication is 5 followed by 3, followed by 5, followed by 3, followed by 5. I know it's bullshit. All right, what I got? Fetch.ai, and what's the other one? Mask network. Mask. He wants mask. I think he wants mask to the tether. Let's see what we got here. Oh, George, I can't get that off of there. Must be locked. Hide. There we go. All right. Okay. So hang on. Okay. So mask. I'm assuming this is what you want here. So, fuck. I don't know why it does that. I can't see their names. All right. What are we doing here? I got a daily. Do I need to be in log? Let's zoom in there. Right. Okay. So why do I say that? Does any of this really matter? I don't think we need to work through the count there, right? We kind of come down here. So this is what I would do here. I just kind of, I would just, okay. I like to get the low, right? Okay. Where's my lowest low? Right. Okay. I got that. All right. Now what comes off of this? Is that a great looking 5? No. Well, it's a good start, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's ugly. Okay, so now we start to look here and say, okay, what can I see here? Why can I get going here? 1, 2 was a good start to it. I just keep track of the pivots. Remember, every pivot is liquidity. And just start looking. Okay, where can I see something technical? Both of these are broken. All of this broken. Now, just 7. It's not like, oh shit. Well, why do you even have the 786 on if it doesn't matter? If we break the 65, it doesn't matter. Well, okay, slow down, right? We see plenty of pivots at the 786, right? It's still a valid, whether it's 2 or a B or whatever it may be. I mean, to some degree, you might get right here and go, it's not a great looking setup here. Okay, could we do market structure here? Well, okay, lower, low, lower, high, lower, right? So maybe here's the last low that right. Okay, do we have a change of character? Probably not, right? Not really. So far, it's just lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, range. We could probably just range this thing here again, kind of Wyckoff-ian. We don't really have a test down here. Accumulation. Is it accumulation before we launch? Well, that would be your tendency to think, right? Okay, well, we've just been stuck in this range. So what do you want to see? You want to see a push and then a retest, right? So you never, well, Let me rephrase this. Okay, so I would encourage you to caution. Don't be this guy. Don't. I know you said, oh fuck, I didn't take it. It went. Usually, right, because there's no absolutes in the market, right? Usually, if we're coming out of consolidation like this, yes, it could do that, right? But more commonly, if we do, there's going to be a retest, right? Back up to the edge of the creek, right? We want to add some Wyckoff. Okay, we come back here. So, all right, are we leaving behind anything down here? Anybody not getting filled here? Do we have imbalances in here? Well, yeah, we got one right here, right? So maybe there's a little fair value gap here that needs to come. Again, it's aggression. Think of it, the delta. It's almost like the delta, right? So bulls buying hand over fist, right? Bears can't fill their orders. Let's go to an 8 and see if we get anything better there. It's a lot of sideways, right? So you have to look at that and say, what's more likely here? Distribution or accumulation? Now, think back to what George gave us on TOTAL3, right? What's more likely? Oh, shit, now I'm going to lose him. Shit, where did I put? Oh, here. What's more likely? Bitcoin's going to go. It's going to pull alts that have a purpose. It's going to pull them with it. Bitcoin sells off. Particularly alts that have no purpose are going to get crushed. Is this enough? Oh, Mask has got a place in the space. You don't need to be the breakout guy. You don't need to be that guy. Oh, but I'm going to miss it. Oh, well, welcome to FOMO, right? Usually you're going to come back here and test. Got to pick up the stragglers here. Or if it's being done as manipulation, right? They'll take it long, come back here, they'll short it first, and they got to mitigate. So if you were to get something like that, come in here. It looks like you'd have a little demand zone there, maybe. Right, you don't need to be that guy. Look what you'd be. Oh fuck. Right, do you want to buy right into that? Well, what's the first thing you're going to bump your head on? Right here is the 50. Right, where what do we have here? Big imbalances on this side, right? So you can't. You don't want to just trade into them saying, as we were saying before, filling that in your mind's eye, like, oh, it's going to blow right through them, right? You got to wait and see, right? Is it respecting those, right? Then you'd be, oh, okay, let's see, right? We come back down here, we may pick up these guys. But you can't just go, oh, they're going to blow right through it. Well, let's say they did blow right through it. What are they going to run into? The fucking golden zone, right? So there's going to be, that doesn't mean it can't get through, but I promise you there'll be a reaction there, right? Because there's software sitting there waiting for it. Okay, right? Then we got to go back to the next one and the next one, right? It's a long way to go before this is a true bull, right? And we're out of the woods. So we got to get 1, 2, 3. I'd say this is interesting, but not quite ripe. Okay, let's get out of there and then come back for the retest, right? This, the other, just accumulation. My thought would be, oh, golden ratio, that's a good handle. How about Uber? Uber, I use Uber a lot. I don't even think about Lyft. I should, right? They're kind of, okay, well, right out of the chute, right? So, okay, so remember, all the market ever does, right? All we ever do is look for that, right? Which side is going to break? This side or this side, right? So this looks to me, so that's why when we're looking for the algo, what's the algo doing? Same thing, right? So, right. So is it going to break here? Now you might say, well, wait a minute. I thought it could go either side. Yeah, I could. But right now, look. Okay, we can keep this. We can keep the Elliott out of it. Uptrend, lower low, lower high, lower low. All right, downtrend, uptrend. Why are we stopping here? Interesting. If I've got it right on that. Okay, it looks like wick only, but y'all know we have close above, right? So this algo gone, right? He's blown out, right? Close above. Okay, so advantage bulls. Phew, that's kind of butt ugly. how are we going to do this? I'd be inclined to think 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so where is there clean, right? So when the market's going to play clean Elliott, right? It's fucking impossible. It's like, how do you miss that? And then you say, okay, well, Elliott's bullshit. Oh, okay, well, 5s and 3s are bullshit? Maybe. Why would you not use it, right, when you see something like that? I'm not using it. I don't care how perfect it is. I'm not using it. Elliott Wave is bullshit. I'm sure of it. I'm convinced of it. Someone told me that. Okay, well, I got an impulse that's going here. So what else could I do to sweeten that? Where do I want to look for a wave 4? 38, 23, highest probability. Now, nothing says that couldn't drop lower, but as right now, as we sit here with a snapshot in time, can that get any more perfect? Okay, we need the 5th, right? Okay, yeah, that'd be pretty good. Let's see how do we do on the 1, 2? Didn't get it to the tick, right? You're kind of in between the 38 and the 618. It wouldn't keep me from calling that a 1, 2, 3. So what do we do with this? I don't think you can get, the fuck does it matter, right? So let's get, WXY, I'd be inclined to think. So here, let's just take this one down. We'll go down and we'll go to green here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Why not? Okay, well then let's start working with that same process, right? What do we want? What do we want in our channeling, right? We want the 3 to blow through that initial 1, 2 channel. And what you'd really like, I know this is all bullshit, but what you'd really like is for it to come back to the edge of that channel and then find support, even though it's all bullshit. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So what's the thought here? Okay, if this is 1 and we're going to do some sort of funky, now that gets a little more interesting, right? So there's the high probability, but that's at the wrong degree, right? So this, we'd be looking for this up here higher at the next stop out here at 2618, right? Maybe you only get 227. We don't know. Well, what else can we use, right? Again, we're just using what's most common, right? The length of the 1. Now we don't know that's the 4 projected from the 4. Okay, we start to get a hot box up here, as I used to use that for a while. So we get a target box up here for this, right? For the 3, 1, 2. I gotta have an impulse here. If this is right, if we're gonna apply Elliott, right? I know it's bullshit. If we're gonna apply Elliott here, 1, 2, 3. It's not optional. It has to happen, right? And we can't overlap this, and we got. So this is just sitting here waiting, right? Whoa, waiting for that. Now, careful, right? It's the other, when I started, right? We start thinking, once this starts going your direction, we don't know. But if this starts to happen, don't start to feel, oh, it's just going to go to the moon. Probably not, right? You're likely to complete that. Right? Retraces. It's just a question of whether you want to sit through the retrace. Well, that might be that's a little slop. Well, fuck. Again, I don't think it really matters, right? 1, 2, 3. That's what you're looking for. So Uber, well, it's kind of, I mean, it's all right, here's the low, here's the high, right? Deep retracement. Which side's breaking, this one or this one? That's the only decision you're making. If you're bullish, you're assuming it's that one. If you're bearish, you're assuming it's that one. Or what? You think it's just going to stay in here for maybe? Well, that's a good looking setup. We got earnings on deck here, right? Now, see, earnings it's kind of a mixed blessing, right? If the earnings are good and you get, so look at, I don't know if you guys looked at Netflix, right? It went up $50, $50 off of its earnings, $50, right? So when you're looking at something like this coming into earnings, you know, when
it's a gamble, right? So there's a couple of, you could buy a straddle, right? You could buy at the money puts and calls, right? And on the assumption that it's going to move far enough. I do that often, right? But I typically would do it in the SPY around a Fed meeting or a major report where you're likely to get that volatility. You just, it can go up and down, right? And screw you on both sides. But that's a gamble. So the other thought is, well, let's wait and see what the reaction is to earnings. Well, then you're likely, if it's bullish, you're going to leave a little on the table, right? But if this is going to go for a 5, if you're going to get the 5th, it's going to do it as a 5. Actually, it's not moved. I can't find it. This is not optional. It's if it's going to complete here, it's got to do it. Now, it may not do it as a perfect impulse, but it's going to be a 5 of some sort. Fuck, and maybe you could do this. It could be just butt ugly, right? 3 just can't be the shortest. It could be just hideously, really, oh, that's not what I was looking for. Is it valid? Okay, it's the 5. Oh, I got an ending diag of the 5th. It's not uncommon. Oh, but I got my 5. 5, right? Here's my 3. I'm looking for the 5. I don't know if there's any. I could probably go through here. There's probably at least 5. Here's a good. I bet this is one right here, just to kind of use this as an example. Oh, here's what I was showing you earlier, right? So this is the kind of thing to look for, right? See, this is a little bit of a. I was going to save this for members on the training, right? But since you guys are hanging out with me, I don't know how many we have, but this retrace, right? What do you want to call it? A to B, zigzag, right? Fuck, they're just 3-legged swing. Right now, it's the retrace here because, right, we get that coming back into the algo. So what's in there that you're looking for, as we were saying, oh, well, here's probably a little order block. Some people are like, they get overly caught up in like, oh, it's the right here. I would use the whole thing, right? It's going up before it comes down. All right, so we come back to it. Now, if you put your stop right there, what happened to you? Right? Do you think you got wicked? I promise you somebody did. Why? Because all of this is liquidity. Right, so just like this guy got wicked. Oh, so sorry. Look, how do you know, right? How do you know that's what happened? Look. Boy, that's quite a back in your face, but what do we do? What are we doing right here? Right? We're picking up the stragglers, right? Down we go. Oh, unfilled orders? Unfilled orders? Get on board now. Down we go. Coming back here. Oh, last of the stragglers. Last of the stragglers. All the way down. Look for this, right? This is, when you see this, start looking for this because you get confluence, right? That's what you're looking for. We're always looking for confluence. We come back into this zone here. This is where the algo is going to fire. Well, we have the potential, right, to catch imbalances, demand zone, supply zone, right? That's just a little something to keep your eye on. All right, holy shit, it's hot in here. How we doing here? Modern Picasso, how's it going, man? Always glad to see you in. All right, well, I'm on Done Uber. Oh, JD. JD is giving. Oh, JD. I think he got it. Okay, so JD is giving me. I guess he struggled with this. All right. So white screen warning. Here we go. Let's get this coming. Should I go call my wife? I'm gonna text her because her office is on the other side of mine. Okay, hot in here, please adjust the AC, because if I leave, this camera follows me. Kind of regret buying the camera with AI in it. Okay, so, oh shit, what did I get here? Did you give it to me? Copy link. I don't think you got me the right link there, JD, so I don't know what you're after. Maybe it worked. Oh, yeah, oh, Tilray. Oh, well, I know Tilray. All right, I'm in this one at underwater, although I bought the underlying asset. So, shit, are you giving me a 5-minute? Are you giving me a 5-minute Tilray? I'm not sure we want a 5-minute. Let me just get, let me just go to, I think I've got it in here. Okay, so JD, I'm not trying to discredit whatever you were giving me there. I'm just trying to, let's see, is this me or you? Shit, I can't remember. Oh, let's just remove all drawings. All right, let's look here. All right, so this had great potential, right? It looks like what we've done here. So actually, a pretty good example here. So why even be looking here, right? So this looked like we had this, right? There's a good looking 5 coming up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, right? So one thought was here that we had done the 5 here, right? So the first thought was it's here, right? Because 3, 4, 5, right? Look decent, right? But it's actually it's tighter here, and the channeling is better here, right? So that Elliott channel 3. So you'd have to do this as a flat 3, 3, 5. All right, so let's let's do it this way. So you're going to go A, B, C. Right now, as we come down here, let me do it this way. All right, filling in the gap. What caused the gap? Earnings. Right. So we were just talking about that. Right. So it's always a gamble around earnings. So this is bullish response to the earnings. Now we're coming all the way back here to the launch point from the earnings. Okay. Well, that's a deep retracement. Right. So I'm staying with it. Right, I'm out if we take this. I did a combo of underlying and options, so I have a hedge on it, but I still kind of like it. As I recall, this is, you had the nice overlap down here, and now we broke it here. So the break here was disappointing. Oh, do I have anything? I don't have anything underneath, right? I guess it doesn't matter. So that's a daily. I don't know that there's much else to add there. This needs to get some legs here, or we're all going to get stopped out. Now you do have a nice channel here. All right, always, 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 right? If you're thinking Elliott, the next thought should be channel, right? And if not channel, median lines. Okay, so why do we stop here? All right, we got to ask those questions. On it. It's a little wick through, right? So when a wick coming through is not DQ, right? Same here, right? It's just, this is not like new information now, right? 5 years ago, it's like, oh, it's 65. Now, many others teach this now, where they use the 66, right? If you're the 66, right? The golden zone became the golden channel, fuck. Trust me, not to blow my own horn. Okay, so, okay, right, so we can understand what happened here, right? So, again, it's kind of the same idea, right? Here's the up before we come down. I don't think you need to. You can, right? Some people in the SMC space like to refine it down to the wick. Well, if you're in here waiting for the wick, well, no, maybe you better have had a perfect entry on that. But you can kind of look and go, okay, well, 3, 3, 5. Well, this is going to have to turn over pretty quick, and it's not looking great today. Got an inside bar. Okay, I could live with that, but I don't want to see this low taken. And that's not encouraging. On the day, how's the market? Oh, fuck. NQ, that's 60. Market's not having a good day. Giving a lot back. Nothing to do here until we get a change of character. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, right? So we're waiting for the change of character. Now, one way we can wait for that is to look for the inducement or the pivot to be taken. And so we can use this one here. Right? So we can't really confirm the low until we see this, right? Because otherwise, why not that, right? And then again, why not that, right? So you want to see that you need that change of character, right? Something to say, oh, okay, I'm taking out a high. Now this is an inside bar, so I wouldn't use that, and I'd want a little more substantial push. Okay, now maybe, right? Look, right. So why do we like that? Because the risk reward is so good. If I'm buying it here and my target's here and my stop is here, do you see that, right? That's all good trading money management is. That's all. It's okay. How much am I risking? How much can I make? What does the amateur look at? Right? All they're focused on is how much I can make. What does the pro look at? How much can I lose? First question is never how much can I make? What's the risk? Right? So first question should always be assume I'm wrong. Right? So what's the impact? well, can I afford this trade, right? It's a 7-to-1 if I hit my target, right? Prior highs is my target, 7-to-1. Again, I don't have this, but that's how you want to think of it. So then, see, the reason you can do that, because then you can disconnect from it emotionally, because it's like, oh, fuck, okay, just another trade, next trade, just like a bus, right? Always another one coming. But if you load up heavy here, then you're like all the pleasure of trading is completely removed, because now you're like, oh mother, come on, man. Just this one time, right? It's the time when you need it. I can promise you that's when it will not happen. It's never when you need it, right? It's the one where you're like, oh, I don't know, let's throw a little money at that. It looks decent, right? That'll take off. It's the one that you sweat and you're, God, I know I need this one. I know this is going higher. That's the one that'll see. When you get so invested in them, what the other tendency is that you'll start to accommodate your bias. So you'll say, oh, well, let me get you out of here. You'll start to think, okay, well, I know this fucker is going up. I know it's going up, right? So now I'm gonna give it a little more room. Oh, once you start doing that, like your fate is set. I'm going to give it a little more room, down to the low, right? If it takes out that low. Well, okay, maybe they're just going to sweep the lows. Okay, so I give it a little more room. Ever done it? I have. For years, many years. It takes a long time to build that discipline, right? To not do it. Because nobody wants to get stopped out. Oh, fuck, they're going to just sweep the low. I'll give it a little more room. Oh, they're just going to sweep the next low. I'd give it, right? Now all of a sudden you got, right? And that nice tight risk control is now you fucked yourself, right? You did it to yourself, right? Most of the wounds in the market are all self-inflicted, right? We all do it to ourselves. What's the only thing we ever do in the market? Get a range. Which side's going to break? This side or this side? We can come right down to the tick of it. Applying Elliott, it still could be a 2. Be unusual, but it still could, because rarely do you get that close and then they don't sweep the lows. Rarely. Happens. Not often. All right, let me keep going. How am I doing on time? I'm 15. Okay, I got JD covered. I got beginner, please, Josh. Okay, all right. Oh, shit, JD, I'm not sure. I think, JD, I got yours. Oh, Modern Picasso, I got to do him. Been around our stuff for a long time, right? Very good trader. And I like someone who will tell me disagrees with me. Okay. So let's see what he's thinking. What do you? Oh, you giving me Bitcoin? Oh, I'm getting Bitcoin from Modern. Okay. Well, so he's giving us a couple of different counts here. What do we got? So this is going to be, is that log scale? Oh, that's volume weighted MACD. That's kind of cool. I got an RSI ADX slow stow. I'm guessing that's just this RSI. This you're doing a combo here, right? Okay, so that's interesting, right? So here on this is a weekly volume weighted MACD. Well, of course, a little blue turtle head. That's a good sign. Oh, Modern, what are you thinking? 1, 2 would be my guess, right? That's the primary. Most of my team, right? Myself as well, right? We've got this. There's the count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So the 3, or boy, it just makes perfect logical sense, right? Where would the target of the first, right? If we're going to rip here, right? And you can fully anticipate. Oh, shit, I remember this well, right? We were just started. What is that? No, we started a little sooner. Damn it! Sorry, guys, the fucking allergies. All right, so we're prior all-time high, sweep. We can't hold it. Ooh, that was harsh. Just where you'd anticipate that, right? So likely, right? Sweep this high with the third, right? People are like, oh my God, it's going to the moon. And then, okay, we can actually map this out just based on what he's given me here. Where does it need to mitigate? Right here. That's why I bring that down just a little bit. Right? So remember, right, if they want to take it up, they got to take it down first, right? So much size. They have to short it, take it up, and then come back, clear out the shorts, right? Fuck all the... So all these guys, oh my God, I thought I was going to the moon, right? Mitigation happens here, and then it's free to go. I mean, it happens all the time. Now here, where's the bad news, right? So at least he's giving us the bad news potential there, right? So it's not going impulse, right? Because we never know, right? What's the only thing we can say with certainty right here? We have a range, right? We got this range. Now, which side's going to break? This side or this side? That's a long wait, right? I mean, which side? That's okay. Here we get a range down here. There's a way to think of it because it'll simplify it in your mind. Okay, I got a range here. I got a high. I got a low. That's my new dealing range. Okay, I'm coming back here. Which side is going to break? Oh, it's the top side. I haven't gone too far. I'm going to get a new range here. Which side is going to break? Right? If we stay bullish, this one breaks. Now, what do I have? Uptrend. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Right? Well, right? You can't do Elliott Wave and not do market structure. But you can do market structure when Elliott's not there, right? Thus the inclusion in so much of our work of late, right? And plus, because there's not even a close second in terms of popularity of TA approach. There's nothing remotely close to market structure, right? And SMC and ICT, right? I mean, just remarkable. Just I've never seen anything like it, right? Just dominating technical analysis. Well, it's a hurry up and wait, right? So we got all this, I guess he put this, so we've got, what are we putting there, Modern? Is that a supply zone? My guess is, right, so this, what are you thinking here? Just supplies, well, I don't know why I want the different colors here. Looks like supply and more supply, although different degrees, right? Because we're not, really what you have here is the upswing, right? Or this is the up, and he's using this one. Fuck, I don't probably use either one. There, you got equal highs there. What's next here, just in terms of measuring, which I know Modern would have done, right? So here's for the 3, right? We want to look for it here if we're going to get that 3. Now here, right, if we're going to get the complete up to the 2618, right? That sweeps the high. This would not surprise me even a little bit, even though I know Elliott's bullshit. That would not surprise me a little bit, right? If we were to hit that. I mean, I've said this many times. I think this is going to be quaint a couple of years from now. Oh, remember when we were up at 70? Wasn't that cute, right? It's like we look at 5, right? Remember when we were at 5? I remember when it broke 5. I was calling people, holy shit, Bitcoin just broke 5 grand. I remember it well. Holy shit, Bitcoin just broke 20 grand. Holy shit, right? Now what do you think of 5 grand? It's like, oh my God, 5 grand? Oh my God, the market has completely crashed. That's what my opinion, right? Take it, leave it, right? I think we're gonna look at 70 like we look at 5 now, 3 to 5 years. My opinion. Okay, so I got Modern covered, NDX. So last, how are we doing? Last one from Benjamin B. NDX. X. Want to look? I guess we'll look at it this way rather than the futures. Shit, I don't even know what I got there. Yeah, this is tricky because the clean this new low here is annoying, right? Back to annoying. Well, we got to go on log scale here. All right, that went too far. I think actually come out of log. Do I need it? Yeah, I do. I got to stay on log here, even at the weekly. Well, okay. What do we do with that? It's tricky, right? Are we calling that a 3? 1, 2? Is that what you're thinking? Kind of makes me look here and go, okay, why do we stop here? Let's go to a 3-day and break that down a little bit. Why here? So now, one of the things that if anyone who's spent some time with me knows that what I will always tell you, that's the trade you want, right? So you got low. Right? We just went through that, right? So because if they can't get it, right, that's what creates the bull, right? So there it is, right? Really? They can't get those lows? They can't get those lows? That's what happens, right? Because you know people are saying, oh, they're going to sweep the lows for sure. They sweep the lows, right? Oh, maybe not. This is tough, right? So for a couple of reasons. One, when you first look at it, it looks like, what's the big deal here? There's a 5. Well, maybe, all right? So how it's you can't call it an impulse, right? Because of the overlap. So then you'd be thinking, oh shit, I got to do some sort of a combo. Let's go to a daily. That's not the cleanest start, right? One, you're gonna have to do it as a diag as it is. So one, fuck. Actually, let's do it. All right, so it looks like you'd have to do 1 here, A, B, C, 2 here. Come here. Okay, so at first glance, that's kind of what you. Well, no, I shouldn't say it that way. My first thought is, okay, well, that's a kind of a squishy 1, right? Leading well, call it a diag, right? It's contracting, but we can't be that much a purist to not call that a 1-2. My opinion, right? I'm not a purist. Okay, A, B, C. Okay, well then what's that? All right, it kind of looks like we've got more to go here, doesn't it? That's what I see now. That's what I see. That doesn't mean it's right. So it looks to me like there's an internal impulse, right? Well, it has to be there, right? If we're going to be impulsive, and I don't know that I have the 4 there yet, but if we're going to be impulsive, it's not optional. This is one of the things, I know it's bullshit, but this is one of the things I love about Elliott Wave, right? Is that I get into places where I can look at it and say, well, if this, then it must be that. And if not this, then it can't be that. And it must be this. Right? It's that kind of clarity, because otherwise it's like, oh fuck, I don't, it's just chaos. Okay, higher, high, higher, low, right? We can work some market structure here, but the Elliott gives me a little bit of an advantage, right? When it's there. Now, is it there? Well, it's hard to say it's not there. Right? Now this, right? So this was all set up right here, right? I know I'm underwater in an S&P trade here that looked like, oh God, it's perfect, right? And then this week, right? And certainly today, right? This is rolling over, so the 4 is coming down. Oh shit! It was so good here, right? Remember, if we were doing this a day ago, it'd been like, oh, 1, 2, oh, it's perfect, right? Remember, Elliott count is using an Elliott count is just a snapshot in time. Okay, at that moment in time, that's what it looks like. Oh, ABC 1, 2, oh, it's perfect, right? I got all the channeling, but okay, it doesn't happen. Okay, well, do you just crawl into a ball and cry? Okay, well, or if it's, again, if not this, then what? Oh shit, I'm a little off there. You get the basic drift. Okay, oh shit, we're coming out of the channel. Damn it, right? Because that's kind of fucking me up, right? Because I have such a good start here. I got just this great, just what I'm looking for. Here, let's put that. Just what I'm looking for, right? Oh, I got the 1, 2. Oh, here's the big impulse. Shit. Now, we've got room here, right? We're applying Elliott, right, for a wave 4. Okay, well, okay, but I got to change the way I'm looking at it. So now you got to be thinking most likely, right? Again, snapshot in time, W, X, Y. Let's put something micro here, right? So A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, C. Oh, all right, I'm going to give you another example here of something to look for. All right, so we can A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, oh fuck. Got to pull you down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that'll work. It's cleaner in the futures, right, because you don't have the gaps. Okay, all right, so, come here. Now, why am I doing that, right? So we just looked at this, right? This is just literally just described this to you. Right? So when we're coming back now, right? So here, that's why I'm pulling it from this side to this low. Hey man, what I thought it was supposed to be here, right? Well, look, right? We break there, right? So you're seeing this more and more, right? So people have been, again, this has been a lot of people teaching this, right? So you're just like, oh shit, okay, well I guess it's bull's ball, right? I guess we're going here. They broke the golden zone, so it must be slow down. All right, starting to see this more and more, right? It's coming right to it. All right. And the advantage of that, again, I'm just going to see what I can find in there. I haven't even really looked. Why here? Right, that's always, right? At least for me, right? It's like a puzzle. Well, it doesn't stop there it's not random. There are no random pivots, ever. So there's a reason for it, right? It has to be, right? I mean, maybe that's a need for some sort of clarity, like that it can't be random, like there has to be a reason to it. Well, all of this is manipulated, right? So we can look here and say, well, what can I see there as a potential reason? Okay, maybe that fair value gap, that imbalance here. Do you see how we end up with a little confluence here? And then you can, oh, here we do it this way, right? You say, well, all of this needed to get mitigated, right? We're coming into this. Well, here, let's do it this way. This is all, right? If they're taking it down, it's up first, right? So thus, that's why when you're first introduced to an order block, you go, oh, it's the up before the down. Well, that's too simplistic, right? If they want to take it down, so what do they have to do here? Again, the size is so much. Oh, fuck me, come here. If we're going down, they have to collect all these longs first, which means when this is happening, they're underwater, deliberately taking a loss here because they're on both sides of it. Now we come back, mitigation. That's what it means, right? We're unloading the longs here so that now the true direction can be revealed, right? So what was their intention here? Now, do you know that? You don't know that. But we can surmise it, right? Say, okay, well, this hasn't been mitigated, right? We came right up to okay, well, now we're heading down. Okay, well, now I can put a scenario around this and a thought process and go, okay, that makes sense to me. I can see all right, well, now can we wrap that around an Elliott count? Well, okay, it's not a 5, that's not a 5, that's not a 5, that's not a 5. So we're looking at, okay, WX, A, B, C, right? So this is here. Now we've got the X is in. What am I looking for? Another zigzag. Well, it wouldn't have to be, right? Could be a triangle, but here, in this case here, it looks like we're headed towards another zigzag for the Y, for the 4. Now, do we know this is going to happen, right? Does it need to happen? Not really, but I have an advantage. I have an advantage over the guy who says Elliott Wave is bullshit. I got an advantage over you. Sorry, I do. Doesn't mean I'm going to make more money than you, but in terms of the TA analysis, I have something you don't have. I don't remember who that was. He probably bailed long ago, right? He's coming on to one of my streams and telling me Elliott Wave is bullshit. He's probably long gone. Well, okay, so be it, right? I mean, that's what makes a market, right? Difference of opinion. I don't take that personally. I think it's a foolish way to approach the market, right? But some people don't like to do Elliott Wave. It's too fucking hard, right? Why fine? I can just draw some lines and some boxes, some rectangles. So much easier. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? That's what I see. All right, what do I got here? Oh, look at that. Holy shit. I don't think I've ever finished exactly at 1:30. Right on time. Yeah, I gotta see what the market's doing. That's some pretty ugly red on the screen. I think we got everybody. Modern, JD, Ben B. I think we got everybody. Okay, cool. All right, guys. Hope you picked up. RSP would give you a very, oh shit, Modern. I'll have to come back and read some of that. It's hard for me to do this and then read your posts. I'm not very good at that. Because now I go back and say, oh shit, I would like to attend to that. It's hard to do it, right? Because I get so focused over here. It's hard. I can't see your chat here, and then you guys are looking at my chin as you're doing most of the time. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap it there. I hope you picked up a nugget or two, maybe an idea. If it's not a trade setup, maybe just this. That, as I just showed you, those little zigzags. Look for that retrace here to go from high to low. Look for that, right? And then we can work off of that as well. Look for it. You'll see it. Once you start looking for it, you won't be able to not see it, right? Kind of the same with Elliott. I can't not see 3s and 5s. It didn't sound right. I can't not see. I don't think I want to say not see. I can't help but see 3s and 5s. All right, that's all I got, guys. Have a good rest of your day. I'm probably back on Friday. All right, we'll see what's happening with